Good afternoon. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from the YouTube channel as I continue on my part series, The Week That Was College Football History Review, the 1975 college football season. This is week number 8, October 25th, 1975. So let's get into it. First game on the docket was Navy beat Pittsburgh 17-0. Pittsburgh was ranked number 17 in the country, and they lost 17-0. This is week 8, October 25th, 1975. Meanwhile, Navy beat Pittsburgh 17-0. Pittsburgh was ranked number 17 in the country. Playing with broken thumb safety Chet Moeller inspired midshipman defense that handed Pitt its first shutout since 1968. Navy offense was decidedly unexciting, but running up tailback Jerry Goodwin ran for 109 yards and 20 carries. Fullback Bob Jackson got 80 yards on 8 carries, got the job done. Both scored as Navy held 2-touchdown lead in the third quarter, which was more than enough against Pitt, team that lost 3 fumbles deep in Navy territory. Panthers tailback Tony Dorsett ran for 122 yards but lost 2 fumbles and only managed 36 yards through 3 quarters. Panthers' best chance to score occurred in fourth quarter when they drove to fourth down at the 1-yard line. So Middies linebacker Andy Bashak, cornerback John Sturgis nailed Pittsburgh quarterback Robert Hager to halt goal line touchdown attempt. Now Florida, the number 12 team in the country, defeated Duke by a score of 24-16 as Gators fullback Jimmy DuBose rushed for 141 yards, 3 short touchdowns to celebrate his 21st birthday, and tied Florida's leading single-season rusher. But overall, Florida was uninspired with 3 big SEC games coming up. Duke had opened scoring on kicker Vince Fusco's 37-yard field goal after wide receiver Tony Slade's 47-yard punt return, gaining 227 yards and rallied for 13 points in the fourth quarter. Highlighted by quarterback Rob Corbett's 22-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Ed Hornberger. DuBose's third touchdown that claimed 21-3 lead came courtesy of 56-yard second half kickoff return by halfback Tony Green, Gators' previous seasonal rushing king. Next, Southern California, the number 3 team in the country, beat number 14 Notre Dame 24-17. Now, Trojans did what they do best to pull out the win on the road. Trailing 17-14 early in the final period, USC displayed its rushing prowess on a 71-yard drive as tailback Ricky Bell carried the ball 47 yards on 5 carries. Fullback Mosi Tupu ran three times for 22 yards to set up a 2-yard touchdown keeper by quarterback Vince Evans. Notre Dame knew what was coming but could not stop it, although Trojans tackle Mervyn Johnson came up with big fumble recovery just before Evans' winning touchdown. Now Ricky Bell ran 40 times for 165 yards. Fighting Irish had turned to big plays to take a 14-7 halftime lead as halfback Al Hunter raced 52 yards touchdown to pay dirt. Defensive back Tom Lipinski returned block punt by cornerback Luther Bradley 13 yards to score. Now Notre Dame quarterback Joe Montana suffered poor introduction to national rivalry, only completing 3 of 11 passing, 25 yards and 2 interceptions. Miami, Ohio beat Bowling Green 20-17. Nebraska, the number 14 in the country, beat Colorado, number 10 team in the country, in the battle, 2 top 10 teams, 63-21. The Huskers scored 3 touchdowns in each of the opening 3 quarters to rout number 10 Colorado. Quarterback Vince Ferragamo completed 8 of 10 for 118 yards, 2 touchdowns, as Nebraska capitalized on particularly sloppy performance by Bison. Buffaloes turned the ball over 8 times. 6 turnovers were converted into Huskers scores and committed penalties. Fortunate, Nebraska began drives at Buffalo's 31, 23-1, 33-10, 21-14, 27-yard lines. Colorado gained 454 yards with 74 yards coming on touchdown run by quarterback David Williams on game's 4th snap for 7-0 lead. The Huskers then answered with 9 straight rushing touchdowns. UCLA, the number 19 team in the country, beat California 28-14. Now, 2 high-powered offenses moved the ball, topping 400 yards, but only UCLA succeeded at scoring. quarterback John Sciarra ran for 2 touchdowns and threw for another, while halfback Wendell Tyler rushed for 143 yards to lead the victorious Bruins. Tailback Chuck Muncie paced California with 126 yards rushing, but his 4th down pass dropped at Bruins 6-yard line late in the game ended matters, where Muncie did well enough to pass Johnny Ozuski by 8 yards for top spot on Bears all-time rushing list with 2,520 yards. Golden Bears wide receiver Steve Rivera caught 10 passes for 154 yards from quarterback Joe Roth, and his effort included 10-yard touchdown grab in the 4th quarter. And finally, New Mexico upset number 13 Arizona 44-34. For straight year, Arizona marched into its 6th game of the season with 5-0 record, only to stumble. New Mexico surprised hosts as quarterback Steve Meyer threw for 351 yards on 26 of 38 passing, threw touchdowns to 4 different Lobos. His favorite target was wide receiver Preston Denard, who caught 8 passes for 141 yards, whose 15-yard touchdown reception put the Lobos up 20-7 in the 2nd quarter. Wildcats quarterback Bruce Hill was excellent in defeat by completing 21 of 34 for a school record 406 yards passing and 451 yards of total offense. Bruce Hill hooked up with wide receiver Theo T. Bell, who had 7 catches for 217 yards receiving, for scoring passes of 72 yards and 80 yards. A halfback Dave Randolph rushed for 3 touchdowns. This loss snapped the 9-game school record winning streak for Wildcats, whose last loss was administered by BYU on October 26, 1974. Now let's look at the AP poll of October 27th. Now, that includes a look at the recap of the games that were played on October 25th, 1975, week number 8. Let's get into the AP polls of October 27th is concerned. Number 19 was a tie between Miami, Ohio, and Oklahoma State. Number 18 was San Diego State, 17 Arizona, 16 Colorado, 15 Notre Dame, 14 Maryland, 13 UCLA, 12 Missouri, 11 Florida. Number 10 was Arizona State, 9 Penn State, 8 Texas, 7 Michigan, 6 Alabama, 5 Texas A&M, 4 Southern California, 3 Nebraska, 2 Oklahoma, and number 1 was Ohio State. That concludes a look at the college football history review, the 1975 college football season, week number 8 of the games that were played on October the 25th. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this channel. Do videos magnitude tomorrow. Until then, talk to you soon.